Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to know if you can hear me. I'm having some technical difficulties saying that my internet is in and out. So let me know, thumbs up if you can hear me. I want to thank everybody for watching. Those of you who are new to the show, welcome. My name is Keisha L. Hayes, and I go live on Thursdays. And I am welcoming you to my live show tonight. And thank you so much for your support. Those of you who are going to be watching this later, you know what to do. Put hashtag replay if you're watching at a later time, please. Thank you all so much for your support and for watching. Had a wonderful show last week with my baby sister. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We were really talking about mindfulness, and she dropped a lot of gems. So I am glad that you all were with us. Um, Oh, thank you. Orange Hope Senior Initiatives is watching. Appreciate you being here. I actually got to reach out to you. I would love to have you come on my show, talk about some of the great things that you're doing with our older adults. So today, I won't be before you long. I know you hear that in the church. Sometimes they'll say, "I'm not going to be here. Um, I'm not going to be before you long," and then 3 hours later they still preaching. That's a joke, y'all. Okay, but anyway, we are here tonight to talk about continuing the self love and self care. But what I wanted to mention to you today is about the importance of not letting distractions take you off course. Okay, and why giving up too easily can hinder your success. Okay, so let's first talk about distractions and how it takes you off course. So remember a while ago, I was uh, describing how you should be aligned to certain values. And when you are in alignment to certain values, those values are what you hold yourself accountable to. Okay, sort of like well, not sort of like, but like God's word, we hold ourselves accountable to his word and alignment to that. So we let ourselves be guided by his principles. So if you have certain standards, certain values, and you are aligning yourself by those, as you continue to grow, or as you continue to move forward in your mission or vision, then those values are like guardrails. When you're starting to go off track or off course, you sometimes hit the guardrail. So the guardrails are on the road when you're driving down the highway. So if you try to run in, or if you're about to run into the ditch, or um, getting ready to go off the road, those guardrails, they will stop you from going into the ditch. So your values that you have, that you align yourself to, God's word that you align yourself to, they keep you on the right track. They hold you accountable. They're like the side rails on the road. So as you're driving along the course of life, and you find that there is something that causes you to stop or to pause, or that distraction that comes in your mind or comes before you, you sometimes have to think, okay, am I going to let this distraction get me off course, or am I going to stay on the road, going on the pace that I need to reach that particular vision, so that I'm not sidetracked? Distractions, they take you off track. Okay. Hi, sister. Miss you tonight, but you'll be back very soon. Hi, my dear Angela. Love you so much. So distractions, they come to take you off course. Okay. Just like we've heard that the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Distractions are terrible, okay? If you let it get you off your game, okay? Distractions, they're that thing, those things come and completely take you off course. And I'm going to say, for me, there have been times, and I'm going to be very transparent, there have been times that distractions have gotten me to a point where I'm like off course. Like my whole day is messed up. Okay. Now, I've learned and I have grown a lot over the past years, but I'm saying there's a time when distractions would get me off my game to the point where it would just mess up my day. And I'm telling you, nothing is worth messing up your day. You can be distracted by people, you can be distracted by social media, you can be distracted by so many different things, okay? And, I had to ask myself, and I was reminded of this, this past week and some other weeks prior to. I was reminding myself and was reminded by other people, how in the world do you let somebody or something that does so little for you or nothing at all for you have control over your life, or get you so distracted and riled up that it takes you off course? When those people come down and start paying your bills and taking care of your kids and doing all the things that you need to do to make it throughout the day, then I can see you, giving it some thought. Otherwise, you shouldn't even allow it to take you off course. When you know where you're headed, then your values and alignment, they hold you accountable. Other accountability partners, people in your circle that are helping you to reach your goals, they keep you accountable as well. But when those things come to get you off course and distract you, those are things that are coming to try to take you off of your focus so that you can stop doing what God has assigned you to do. It's the enemy's job to get you off course so that you don't fulfill what it is that you're supposed to fulfill, your purpose. And nothing is that important to do that. Okay. So I want you to not let distractions take you off course, and don't give up so easily. Okay. Because it hinders your success. Another thing I saw recently is, and I felt like this relates to what we're talking about tonight. We go to the doctor, and the doctor, messes up or gives us a prescription that doesn't agree with us. Or some people have gone to the doctor and they have had some terrible mishaps, and they still go to the doctor. We go to Chick-fil-A, because Chick-fil-A make mistakes too. I'm not going to tell you about my experience, because I've had more good experience than I've had bad experiences. So I'm not going to go there, but I'm making a point. Chick-fil-A, Burger King, McDonald's, whoever, I'm just saying, you go to those restaurants, they mess up your order, you go back. So many different places that you go back to, but as soon as somebody in the church, piss you off, and that's an inside joke for somebody that I know, make you upset, or you go and you hear the word of God and you think the pastor is talking about you, you don't go back to church. And so we are so easy, we're so quick to give up on everything. I mean, we're not so quick to give up on other things, but we're so quick to give up on God. And so I'm telling you, he didn't do nothing to you. He loves you so much. That's why he sends truth that you need so you can stay in alignment to his will, because his job is to make sure that you stay on course, because he wants to see you end up in heaven. He wants to see you saved. Okay. So I have had some times where, I have been upset because I'm thinking that, and I'm just using examples. So I don't want anybody to say this is going on at my church now, or going on at your church. I'm just saying I'm using examples, real life examples. Matter of fact, let me keep myself out of it. But I've heard people say that they have gone to church and people don't speak to them, or they know that a person is doing them wrong. They can see it and sense it, and they get upset about it. They don't come back. And I'm wondering if those people are feeding you what you need to have from God, or are you reading your own word yourself to know what God has given you, and then are you going to church to fellowship with other believers and to hear what God has for you, or you're going because it's a popularity contest or it's a dress contest? You have to find the right reasons why you're doing what you're doing. Okay. When you click in your mind why you're doing what you're doing, and it's so much more important than somebody speaking to you or not, then you'll quickly get over it. You'll laugh about it and you'll be back to normal. Just do not let something or someone have so much stock in your life until they stop you from doing the things that God wants you to do. It's your job to treat people the right way. It's not your job to figure out or to mind if they treat you the right way. It doesn't matter if Sally never speaks to you. Are you Sally? No. You're Tawana, you're Jennifer, you're Angela, you're Adrian, you're you. And what's so powerful about the fact that you're you is that nobody can be you, and that God is only going to judge you for you and your actions. So you don't have to worry about what somebody else is doing to you. It's what you do to them, it's how you react to them that you're going to be held accountable for. So, what am I saying? Don't let something so minute get you off course. Don't let it distract you, take you off your focus, off your path to your purpose. Don't let it hinder you from making God proud and doing the things that you need to do for Him. Okay. And don't give up so easily because you don't have the right support, or you don't have the right circle, or you feel like it's too hard, or you feel like it's not the right time. No, I'm telling you, it may not be the right time to those people. They may say what you're doing is not right. People will talk you out of everything that you're trying to do because they don't understand what God has given you. See, another thing I saw a while ago, this wasn't a conference call where he decided to say, okay, Keisha, Angela, and Tawana, I'm going to give you Keisha's purpose. No, he gave each of us our own purpose. Yes, you might have to have some people along the way to help you fulfill it, because, whatever God gives you is never going to be small. So working with other people is good, as long as it's the right people. And discernment will tell you that. But what I'm saying is, he didn't give everybody everything that he gave you. Everybody has a different journey. You're walking on a different path. And so you got to stay in your lane. When horses are racing and the Carolina Cup is coming up, so get ready to put on your nice outfits and enjoy these races, food and fellowship. But when we're at the races and these horses are racing, they have blinders on. It's because they're focused on what's ahead. They're not worried about the other horse beside them. They could care less if another horse is next to them or not. They're trying to get to the finish line because they got a job to do. So while we care for others and love for others, we still got to stay in our lane. We still got to do what it is that we're supposed to do. Because if we get caught looking um and not paying attention, we're going to run in the ditch. We're going to drive in the ditch. Okay? And thankfully, there are side rails that can stop us from getting hurt a little bit, as much as we would. There are standards, values, ethics that we go by that will caution us, hey, this is not the right thing that you're doing. Okay? So I just want to start off by telling you that. Okay. Another thing that I wanted to say is that I mentioned earlier that social media is a distraction. Negative thoughts, they are distractions, and unexpected obstacles. Okay. Sometimes we can get so caught up in social media and seeing what other people are doing that it causes us to think that we're not at the right place in our journey. And my sister mentioned something last week when we were talking about our own personal journey, that it's our own journey. We have to take our time and get where we have to go, and that we got to give ourselves grace. Okay. Some people post things and it's really not happening. So if you go by what you're seeing, you're comparing yourself to something that may or may not be. And comparison is just not healthy anyway. Because one, you don't even know what they went through to be at that level. Okay. You may not know what my story was before I got to this place. So don't judge me based on what I have now. You don't know what I went through to get what I got. And you don't know what it is that I'm doing to keep what I have right now. Okay. So never want anybody else's journey or else's plate, because you don't know what's on it. You don't know how you have to keep it. That's just like you looking at somebody else's relationship. You in a relationship with a man or a woman or whoever you're in a relationship with these days, and you're looking at somebody else's relationship and you're thinking that their relationship is all peaches and cream. You want to dump your person over here and you want to try to go over there and get what they got because it looks so glorious to you. You go over there and you get that, you gonna wish you had what you had. Matter of fact, you might run back to what you had, because everybody doesn't show you everything that's really going on. Stop wanting other people's things and stuff in life, because you don't know what it is that they have. You don't know what they're doing to keep it. You don't know the struggles that they went through to be at that place right now. Just be grateful for what you have, work on what you have, and move forward. Okay. Negative thoughts. Affirm yourself with positivity. Get up in the morning and say, I believe in myself. Money finds me. Abundance lives here. Okay. I'm deserving of X, Y, and Z. Talk to yourself in a manner so that you can put in the atmosphere what you want to come back to you, what you want to come to you. If you constantly telling yourself, I'm not going to do this, I can't do this, this is not for me, this, that, and the other, it won't be, because you would have talked yourself out of what it is that God has for you. You can't do that. We all know that power lies in our tongue. Okay. So you, life and death. Okay. The power that's in your tongue. You have to remember to speak life to yourself, even when no one else is no one else is saying it to you. You got to say it to yourself. Encourage yourself. You may not be able to find somebody that can encourage you. You may not be able to pick up the phone and call somebody who can encourage you. You got to be able to encourage yourself. And the one person that can encourage you is God. You can get on your knees and tell him anything and he'll be right there for you. Okay. So don't tell yourself negativity. Speak life to yourself and get people out of your ear that's constantly talking to you about negative stuff. If they're in your circle and they're telling you things, let me tell you something, you better get rid of them. You need to hear something positive. You need to hear people speaking life to you. Um, you don't need anybody speaking negativity to you. Now, speaking negatively to you and speaking the truth, that's two different things. Okay. Now, I can see if somebody is a negative Nancy to you all the time, that's one thing. But if they're telling you the truth, that's another thing. So don't mistake someone telling you the truth for being negative, because sometimes we don't want to hear the truth because we want to lay and do with whatever we want to sit and waddle in the things that we know aren't right. So we don't want to hear truth. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying always saying that you can't do this or that won't work, or you shouldn't be involved in that. That's what I'm talking about. Or you're not good enough to do this. Just things that are putting you down is what I'm saying. So stay away from those things. You want people that's going to build your character, people who are going to speak life into you when you sometimes don't have life yourself. I mean, we know in the Bible that you need good friends, because there's a story, and I know Mother Bovian could tell us, but it matters who your friends are, because sometimes when you don't have faith yourself, they can go to God for you. Okay, I want friends that's gonna go to God for me when I don't have enough strength to go to Him for myself. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. And unexpected obstacles, things are just going to happen in life that you just don't have no control over. And you can't give up. You can't let it get you down. It comes, you face it head on, and you do what you need to do to get through it. Okay. It's not going to be like that all the time. It won't always be like that. Okay. I'm telling you, it won't always be like that. The challenges won't always be that way. You won't always be in this situation. Your story is changing. God is changing your story. Okay. It won't always be like it is now. It won't always be like it was. Okay. I'm telling you, those of you who are out there that are facing things or have an unexpected obstacle that did come up in your life, it's not always going to be like that. Things come to challenge us and make us strong. Things come to build us and to mold us and to make us a better person. Embrace it. Don't stop doing what you're doing. Get up and beat that thing. You can beat it. It won't always be like that. You can do it. This is just a test. So, still be persistent, okay? Still do it. Still make it. You can do it. Okay? I don't want you to give up. I don't want you to give up on God. Never give up on Him, because at the end of the day, when no one else is there, He is there. He is always there. Okay? And I want to leave you with this. I had the opportunity to speak at Mount Zion United Methodist Church in Bishopville this past Sunday. And it was absolutely amazing. I talked about women promoting hope. That was their theme, women promoting hope. Okay. And thank you, Mom, for watching. My mother, Dolores, is on here. But women promoting hope was their theme for their women's history program. And I started thinking and meditating and praying and asking God, what does it mean by women promoting hope? And, all of us have hope. all of us are looking for something to happen, expecting something to happen. And when we expect something to happen or looking for something to happen, we believe in for it. Okay, we believe it before we see it, and it's important for us to know that we're going to get it before it even comes, because that's what faith looks like. Okay, and when I thought about women promoting hope, and when I started meditating about it, you know, promoting hope is speaking life into others and in inspiring others. You can't promote hope in someone if you're constantly speaking things that tear them down. Okay. How am I going to promote hope when I'm not building someone up? Okay. And I'm going to share with you all exactly some of the key points that I said in my speech. Excuse me, y'all. But it it was so interesting. Matter of fact, that day that I came on social media and I said that I was at the gas station and I was pumping gas, and I thought about our life and I referred it to a gas tank. And I talked about how just like a tank in your car, when it's full, your car is driving at its best ability. Okay, because the tank is full. It got a full tank of gas, and I mean it's full, so it's at its maximum capability. When it starts getting half full, or when it starts getting a quarter of a tank, or when it gets on empty, because I know somebody riding on empty right now. Somebody probably got the light on right now telling you 10 miles left before you cut off. I'm guilty. But honey, I'm telling you, you can't do that in no BMW. You can't be riding around in a BMW and your gas hand is red and telling you 10 miles left. So I'm doing better with that. But what I'm saying is, some of us are riding on empty. Some of us are riding on E. Okay. And even in our own personal life, our purpose, whatever it is that God has given us to do, we're not at a full tank. We're not at full capacity. We're not operating at our best. Okay. I love Angela Carr Patterson because she teaches women to be awakened, and she teaches them to be at their very best. And I remember adopting something from her where if you're not going to play full out, don't need to come here playing. So if you're not with the full tank, you're not playing full out. Okay. If you're thinking small, you're playing small. No time for that. So, when your tanks aren't full, you're not operating at your best. When your tank is half empty, you definitely can't pour into someone else's tank. When your tank is on E, or at a quarter of a gallon, or whatever it is, quarter of a tank, you can't give to someone else. You can't even give to yourself. You're just barely making it. You're dealing in mediocrity. Okay, fill your tank. Okay, so I said, I asked the question to begin with. I said, when others think of you, who will they say you are? Now, I'm not saying you need to worry about what other people are saying about you, because it's only about what God knows about you. But God, if you're going to be favorable, he's going to make you favorable before him and men. So, you can't have people going around here saying, God, she this, she that. You want people to speak good of you, okay, before you even speak good of yourself. But they should see you as a source of inspiration. They should see you as a beacon of life and light. How can you promote hope if you walking around here with your tank running low, unable to pour in other people's lives, and your well about to run dry, and you about to die? Okay, you full of pity and sorrow, and you just talking down and don't got nothing positive to say. How you gonna promote hope? Every time somebody see you, they gonna be running from you because they know you coming with something that's gonna tear their spirit down. Okay, we cannot promote hope if our own tanks are not full. We cannot pour into the lives of others if our tanks are running empty. Okay, so I want you to practice promoting hope. I want you to do things that build up, not tear down. Okay, and there's some things that do tear people down, and we talked about that earlier. The gossip, the negativity, the being out of alignment, the always saying negative thoughts to yourself. So I want you to pay more attention to what you're feeding yourself, what you're telling yourself, what's entering you, the people that are around you, so that you can get the best out of life. And then you can give the best to others. Your cup, your tank should be running over, because that's the part that you can give to others. You can't give what you don't have. And every time I come on this live, what I'm saying to you is what I need so much. And the reason why I'm able to say these things to you is because I've been there. I've gone through these things. I have allowed people to distract me. I've allowed things to distract me. I've let life get the best of me. But I'm telling you one thing, I am not living my life playing small. I'm not going to live beneath my privileges. I'm not going to let God do all what he did for me, and I sit here and live beneath my privileges. I'm not doing it. And I'm not going to live a life being distracted and taken off of my game by petty stupidity. I'm not doing it. Not. That's a waste of energy. And I want to use my energy for the rest of my life doing what God says and living my best life. And I encourage you to do that as well. Play full out, live in pure authenticity. Live your life and do what you need to do to fulfill the purpose that he has given you. All of you have a purpose. Don't let nobody tell you you don't have nothing to do on this earth. Yes, you do. You have a purpose. Every day God wakes you up, there's something for you to do. And I want you to do it. Okay? Now, I'm embarking on a new journey, you guys. I'm going to be announcing it soon, but I'm going to finalize everything tomorrow. It's a journey for me. It's a new path for me. It's something that's going to help me, something that I wanted to do for 14 years now, but I put it aside for children, for businesses, but family, I'm just saying, I am going to do what I want to do for me now. And I'm going back to embark on a journey that's going to be so exciting. I'm nervous, but I'm going to let you all know what it is, because I want you to be in prayer for me, because I want you to lift your girl up in prayer so that I can make it through this next journey that God has for me. So I love you all so much. I thank you all for your support. Thank you for your kind words. I thank you for everything that you've ever done for me, the positive, inspiring words, the prayers, everything. It doesn't go unnoticed, okay? I could not be where I am today without somebody's prayers, okay? You heard that song. Somebody prayed for me, had me on their mind. And we all got to pray for each other, because we should always want the best for everybody. I heard TD Jakes and Tyler Perry say when they were on a show together, if you can't be happy for someone else as if it was you, then it'll never be you. It'll never be you. So you need to be able to look at other people, and even though they're getting things that you probably desire, or they're ahead of you, so to speak, don't look at it as envy or jealousy. Look at it as if, you know what, if God is doing it for them, I know it's just a matter of time. He's going to do it for me. And be happy for them, because if you can be happy for other people, I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming. But if you're always looking at other people and seeing what they have and hating on them, it'll never be you. Because God wants you to get that hate out of you first. Because he can't use people like you with all the hate. Okay? So love everybody. Show love. Even when people make you mad, control yourself and still do what's right. Okay? All right. Thank you for joining me. Thank you all for your comments. I see all of you on here. Miss Elaine, you're always sharing my stuff. Orange Hope Senior Initiatives, I'm going to be in touch with you, okay? And we're going to have my sister back in April, because I think it's very necessary for her to keep coming on, talking about, therapy issues, concerns. She has a wealth of knowledge. Hi, Jennifer. Hope all is well with you. But and my daughter Sanaa, she's always here. Thank you all so much for joining. Once again, I'm Keisha L. Hayes. I am your transformational leader in healthcare, and I'm here to inspire and promote self-care, self-love. And if there's anything that I can ever do for you, please reach out to me. I'm at KeishaHayes.com, okay? Or you can email me at info@KeishaHayes.com. Okay. So I hope you all do something great for yourselves this weekend. And I hope you continue to rock it out for the rest of the week. And I'll see you again next week. Bye.